Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have something very different to our normal game. This is Stellaris, a 4X grand strategy game released by Paradox Interactive. We have created a monstrous empire, which you can see up there in the north, called the Flood. Now, the Flood is my interpretation of the Flood from Halo, and you might have seen that they've instantly started by removing the AI nation to their north. Quite impressive. But just quickly before we continue with the video, allow me to quickly show you a wonderful Stellaris cinematic I made. I think you all might enjoy it a fair bit.
Come from a world where all alarms are false. I come from a world that only has one pulse. In all worlds, nothing is immutable. Our nature is gentle, and the divine is mental. And inside this realm of shared understanding, everyone floats when ideas are landing. Oh, my love, all you need is what you want, what you want, what you want. All you need is what you want, what you want, what you want. All you need is what you want, what you want, what you want. All you need is what you want, what you want, what you want. You come from a world that suffers from neglect, and all beliefs your world will not accept. And inside this realm of shared understanding, everyone floats when ideas are landing. Oh, my love, your world has got you controlled and silent. You can't fill the hole with a billion empty souls. Your world has got you alone and silent. You can't fill the hole with a billion empty souls. Your world will fail, my love. It's far beyond repair. Your world will fail, my love. It's already there. Come before the
Now, the Flood are in a standard little small galaxy with 7 other AIs, all that, well, they did all start with advanced starts, which makes them a little bit better than your standard AI. But the Flood is effectively an endgame crisis tier event. It is horrific. It is terrifying. These Flood monsters, well, they can do just about everything. By the way, they're a devouring swarm, just like the Flood from Halo. They won't stop until the entire galaxy is either them or just doesn't exist, and to be honest, they could be going for either. Now, do you really think that the galaxy stands much of a chance? We are, after all, talking about Paradox AI, but this is Stellaris, which for some reason actually has some pretty damn good AI going on. But do you think the Flood will win? Because you never really know until you see. Now, if we do notice quite clearly, the Flood have managed to grab a wormhole in their space. Oh, and they've just used that to teleport right down into the south, and oh my god, that's a very short-lived empire. Wow. That is quite the conquest. And yes, it would appear the AI raiders have appeared on the map, the warriors down to the south, although they haven't quite activated themselves yet. When they do that, the AI raiders will go around effectively exterminating everything in the galaxy which doesn't bend the knee and become a tribute. And yes, they are a force to be reckoned with. However, they are kind of in a bit of a dead-end bit of the galaxy, so shouldn't be too much of a threat indeed. If you are enjoying this kind of AI battles, then make sure to tell me in the comments, and make sure to give the video a like. It really does help me. In fact, it especially helps the channel and the community. And you know what? It might mean more Stellaris in the future. Because as fun as Hearts of Iron 4 is, it gets a bit bloody tiring after a while, I do have to be honest. Now, what will the Flood be up to? They have a few options here. Oh my god, the Horde is activated. Okay, right, there you go, ladies and gents. The Horde is activated. Immediately it pushes back the Enlightened Kingdom, pushing them back really quite a far distance. In fact, it even manages to take out a few of the Flood outposts. Oh, but there we go. The Horde has collapsed. That's the end of them. That means their offensive capabilities are basically non-existent. Anyone will be able to now take those lands that they just conquered. And maybe I'm looking at you, Flood, because you haven't really been doing anything. You've kind of been sat there playing a bit passively. Oh, and I say that, you just jump into the autocracy there. Oh my good lord. Oh no, come on, what did the autocracy ever do to you? Evidently something quite bad, because they've just been fully annexed. That is quite the impressive power play. Oh, the Prime Sentience awakens over in the Enlightened Kingdom of the... I'm guessing that's the west over there. Quite a scary thing to have, but it doesn't seem to be too much of a threat, especially for the Flood. Oh my god, just look at the amount of fleets the Flood has. They have ships on almost all of their systems. Bearing in mind, if you were playing an empire of this size, that's just not a possibility normally. But this is the Flood we're talking about. Everything is a weapon for the Flood. It's just a parasitic life form, and if you have any form of intelligence or organic matter, it will effectively consume you and convert you into something which is much more Flood-like. And so it might surprise you to know that we actually reach close to the end of this time-lapse. That's right. Somewhere in the next few minutes, this game will come to quite a shocking conclusion. Who do you think might win? Who knows? Maybe the thumbnail tells the truth. Maybe the thumbnail actually lies. What you're currently watching now is Stellaris on the fastest speed. Sped up about, I think this is 64 times. Yeah, it is a tad fast. Some would say a little bit difficult to keep up with. Oh, and the Flood has begun their final assault. Yep, this is when it really does begin. They're attacking into the Carnate, and they've absolutely just smashed them in a moment. Just wow, that was only a handful of years that entire conquest took. But of course, naturally, they won't stop there. They need to reconnect with their homelands, and that means clean Stellaris borders. Although I can tell you they're still going to be a little bit messy for the entirety of this game, because, you know, it's Stellaris AI. They like having a bit of a trail of destruction behind them. Hats off to them nonetheless. What year is it? Oh my god, it's 2379. What an incredible year. We're over 180 years into this game. My good god. That's something you just can't achieve with Hoi 4. Hoi 4, you can only get like 5 years in, maybe 7 years, and then the game starts chunking away terribly, but in Stellaris you can get hundreds of years in. I know, it's absolutely incredible. Oh my good lord. Right, come on. Come on, Flood. You still have an entire galaxy to take, and you've only got about half of it. Well, to be fair, that's not a bad thing. That's like GG, easy game, right there. But are they going to make a nice move now? Come on. Come on, Flood. I believe in you. Just like attack in any of the directions, you should be able to have it fine. You've got a load of armies stationed up in the north. It looks like you are going to attack there. You just don't appear to be doing anything. Come on, Flood. Okay, they appear to be grabbing a few like minor sectors on some of the outer rims, but come on, Flood. You haven't actually taken the entire galaxy yet. I'm not going to let this count. This will be a victory for humanity if you don't manage to get this. Okay, come on, Flood. Any moment now. Any moment. Okay, attacks in the north. Okay, that's good. That is very good. We're seeing capitals being taken quite quickly, in fact, as well. Hats off to you, Flood. Oh my god, and finally, connected borders between the Flood. What a beautiful world. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. Make sure to watch the cinematic as well, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye.